Hey everyone, this is Josh Galvin with Tizish.com. On this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use your SEO settings with your WordPress system. Alright, in your admin panel when you're creating blog postings and pages. Alright, so here's what I'm referring to. Anytime you're creating a blog post, whether you're creating a posting or paging, when you scroll down, you'll see a box here called SEO details and additional style. What I want to do is explain to you what are each of these settings here, and which one should you ignore, which one should you pay attention to. So first, let's just jump right to it. Alright, so we have here, this post here is one of the test postings on one of the sites here that you obviously see. And here's what I want to show you. I'm going to use this post to explain to you how these features work under SEO settings, but I'm going to dive into code, and I will not be able to show you a live version only because we had to wait for Google to index it. But here, let me at least explain to you what all this stuff is. So first of all, custom title tag. Okay, what is the title tag? I pulled up Google to show you exactly what title tag is, because these settings here are pretty much your settings for Google search results. Alright, so custom title tag and then custom or meta description, right? Here's what those two are. Let's go to Google, and you see this blue bar? That's your custom title tag. You see this description of text here? That's your meta description. So your custom title tag is the text you want to appear there, and your meta description is the text you want to appear for this specific blog posting search results. Alright, so here's what you need to understand about your WordPress system. Let's say that you do not add a custom description. Well, what you could do is check off this box at least. Alright? Meaning, if you don't add a meta description, what's going to happen is it's going to take the first 150 characters of your site content anyhow. Alright, so it's going to at least put a meta description in for you anyways. That's what your system does. It takes care of it for you anyways. But this is if you want to customize one, and we'll go over why you might want that at the end anyhow. Or you could click on this button that says force search engines to pull a description based on the content on the page. That's a good option. I like to hit this button if you don't want to put in your own custom description, which is okay. It depends really. So anyhow, that's the first thing I want to explain. The other thing is your title tags. If you do not put a title tag, what happens by default is whatever your title you're posting here, that becomes your title tag. Here's what I mean. See up here at the top, see where it says hello world hyphen? Well, obviously that's also the name of the post. Since we didn't put a custom title tag, the name of the posting becomes the default title tag. Alright? So I get asked a lot, what if we don't put any of these details? If you don't put any of these details, that's okay. So long as you put in a good description that is very focused on your category, and if you can use your keywords, definitely use them. And that's a whole different tutorials and different training. For now, this is basic usage that I go over that stuff on. But so if you at least put a good title, that's okay if you leave this blank. Same thing with your description. If the beginning of your article has some good content and it has your keywords, or it has a good description of what the rest of the article is about, then that's okay that you don't put anything here. Or you could just hit this checkbox and you're fine. Now, regarding meta keywords, these aren't even relevant. Literally, these are 0% relevant. They have no relevance. So leaving these blank is completely okay. I mean, just being 100% real, you do not have to fill these up. You can if you want, and if you do fill them up, do like 3 or 5 words max, 3 to 5 words max, and make them very general. Here's what I mean by that. If this was a posting about San Francisco real estate, the meta keywords I would do would be California real estate, the word real estate, the word homes, the word Bay Area. Very, very, very general. Not like, I'm not going to put my keywords like San Francisco real estate, San Francisco homes for sale. That's spammy, and that actually will hurt you. So make sure your keywords, I wouldn't even bother, just being real, don't even bother using keywords. Just focus on title tag and your description. So anyhow, let's actually go into adding a custom one. Alright, so because now you know how it works by default. Here's what happens on your custom one. So let's say this is my custom title tag, and it's going long because I can do 70. What I mean by that is, if you have something longer than 70 characters, notice in Google how it cuts some people off. See right here how it has ... That means that their title tag went too far. So what this is telling you is at the 70 characters mark, when this reaches 70, it's pretty much going to cut you off. Same thing with here, when you put in a meta description, this is my description, it's going to cut you off at 150 more or less. And you could tell when you look at Google's results, when they have ... that means that they went too far. Alright? So now we just put it something right there, we went 160, that's fine. Because it's okay if you go farther, it doesn't penalize you by any means. Now, we customize our settings. Let's now put update or publish, whatever the case is. And now that we hit publish, notice the difference. Here we are on the page. See the title tag says hello world. When I hit refresh, the title tag is going to change to this is my custom title tag, and it's going long because I can do 70. See that? How that shows up? Well, that now means that in Google search results, when that blog post comes up, it's going to say this is long. It's going to have the whole custom title. Same thing with the description. We obviously can't see the description yet for this in Google results because this is a test post and it doesn't get indexed that fast. But if you hit Control U on your keyboard and you look at your source code, you can find the description. See right here, meta description. This is my description. This is my description. Basically, this is for Google to see. So you do see that whatever you put here in your meta description does become customized by showing up properly here. Alright? So that's how your custom SEO settings work. These are the main two that you will be paying attention to every single time. Alright? And you pretty much, I know you're going to probably be thinking, do I have to use this? And the answer is no, if you have a good title, like I said, and if you have a good beginning intro. Okay, and what makes it good? Use your keywords in a natural way and make sure it's very descriptive, because understand this about your SEO meta description. In Google search results, the keywords found here, like see how it says San Francisco real estate and it's highlighting them, that doesn't help for SEO, meaning if this person had the keyword San Francisco real estate 10 times in a row right here, it's not going to help it rank higher for the keyword San Francisco real estate. What it does though is help users, like people, like let's say right now if I'm looking for San Francisco real estate, well when I come here, I naturally as a user, I'm going to see which ones have bold text. So it helps me as a user think this one's more important. And even more important than that, instead of having to use all your keywords and everything, at least use it once, twice if you can, if it makes good sense. But instead, make your custom text be very hyper targeted towards trying to convert me to click on your article. Alright, so that's what I get asked all the time. What should my meta description be? Make it something, make this your 30-second sales pitch to get them to want to click on your article. Alright, so your keywords matter big time in your title tag, by the way. So let me go back. Keywords matter big time in your title tag. This is the most important place to put your keywords. Alright, but in the same time, you need to use it naturally in a sentence. Alright, unless it's your home page, which we already did for you. Don't touch your home page title tag. We did that for you in the best way it should be. Alright, so, but for your articles, make it a good title tag that's descriptive and that is trying to convert a visitor while using your keywords. But for your description, keywords don't matter, and make it very focused on trying to convert me as a visitor. Alright, because this doesn't help for ranking, but this does help for ranking big time. Oh, you know what I mean, the title tag. So keep those in mind. And I cover this more on the SEO usage and everything later on other tutorials. But basically, that's what you got to do for those two. For the rest of this stuff, like I already explained what meta keywords are. You don't really need to use them. They're not that relevant at all. And now under robot meta tags, this is stuff like, meaning ignore, I'm not going to explain all this because it's not relevant. It's like kind of advanced stuff that you won't even need. But let's just say you have this article that you're like, I don't really want Google to find it. Let's say you didn't want this article to be in Google search results. Well, the way that you remove it from Google search results is by going under here, robots meta tags, and click on no index this page. When you click on no index this page, that's basically telling Google, don't index this page in the search engines. That has relevance sometimes, like if you have a duplicate content page, it's a good idea to no index it. But if it's a regular one, keep it unchecked. Alright, and it's going to be unchecked by default. Now, the rest here, CSS class, this doesn't apply to you guys at all. This is for designing stuff. You'll never use this one. Read more text. I have a whole separate video tutorial that I talk about using the read more text. or the more tag. So check that one out. Check that one out for more details. Now this third one here as well, 3-1 redirect. Check this one out on a separate video tutorial. But basically what this does is basically you could enter a URL here in Google. Like you could enter any not in Google, any URL you want. And what this means is when you enter a URL here, what it's going to do is when someone lands on this page here, it's going to actually redirect them to this URL you enter here. Check out that video tutorial for details and to see how it works. But just simple sense, leave this blank, leave this blank, leave this blank, don't touch these, and you could leave meta keywords blank too. The key thing you want to do if you're focusing good on SEO is your title tag and meta description. Alright? And if you don't want to put any of them, make sure you have a good title then here that will automatically fill this part up, and make sure your meta description at least is going to be good in the beginning of your article. Or if you don't feel that it is good and you want it to be judged on your whole article, then click on this force search engines to pull meta description. That will let the search engines automatically put a meta description in for you based off of what they think your content's about. So that's everything on using your SEO settings and details. If you have any questions, go to facebook.com/Tizish and ask me there. Tizish is spelled the way you see here. And good luck. Have fun using this tool and let me know your questions as they come up. Take care.